we have seen an alleged murder with such specific text messages about the alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect. A very intimate portrait into this relationship between the suspect's roommate and the suspect himself, with him repeatedly calling his roommate, who was transitioning, calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love. So it was this duality of someone who the attorney said not only jeopardized the life of Charlie Kirk and the crowd, but was doing it in front of children, which is one of the aggravating circumstances of this case. And on the other hand, he was, speaking so lovingly about his partner. So a very interesting and, as Pierre said, riveting press conference, David.
See? Leave it to the mainstream media to find light even in the darkest places. No matter how bad the story, no matter how evil the person involved is, like they will always see a glimmer of hope. It was touching, it was romantic, it was like Romeo and Juliet, like Bonnie and Clyde. Jesus. No, seriously, like, can someone get that reporter examined? Like, do me a favor, don't get a psychiatrist or a psychologist. No, get Grok, or get an AI, or something with common sense. How can you, like, see that type of murder and then be like, oh yeah, well, it's heartening to see just how touching. I wonder, like, if it wasn't a person transitioning and it was one of those straight cisgender women that he was in a relationship with, would it also have been touching if it was the same text messages? Anyway, right, let's move on. This gentleman, right? This gentleman messed my perfect streak. I like for 1 year, I haven't had to retract a single video, and then this gentleman caused it. I reported exactly 20 minutes after the shooting of Charlie Kirk, and I was shocked because it happened when I was in a live stream. Like, it happened live on air, and I closed the live stream. I got myself together because honestly, Charlie Kirk was very milquetoast, like was the average guy, and the idea is like if it happened to him, it would happen to everyone. And then you go on Reddit and you see all the hatred there, and you go on Blue Sky and you see even more malice there. And it kind of shakes you a little bit. And so I managed to find composure. I looked at what's going on, what happens online, and apparently they said they got the guy. And I was like, well, that's good. Good that they got the sick son of a bitch. And you see that this gentleman, and I was like, okay, so wait, grandpa is the shooter? Because, like, usually shooters are young men. Like, there is the thing we say in law school, you grow out of a crime. When it comes to violent crime, specifically, elderly people are less likely to do it. It's not impossible, like it is statistically possible, but it's unlikely, right? This is why most shooters are under the age of 40. And this person was 71. And then people also show that there's videos with someone that looks like him, or it may actually be him, at the Twin Towers. Like, very bizarre. But apparently, he wasn't the guy. Apparently, he claims that he actually wanted to help the shooter escape. It's like an odd thing to say. Like, okay. Did he know the shooter? No. That's not what he claims. What he claims is that he was there, saw the shooting, and then immediately attracted attention to him to allow the shooter to escape. I mean, that is extremely unlikely. If you disagree with this, are you a conspiracy theorist? Like, do I have to take the man's personal explanation, right? Why? Because he confessed? What if he tries to hide something? What if he's mentally insane? No, sorry, I find it very, very difficult to believe what I'm being told, because if this is the case, then he's going to go to prison for the rest of his life. Okay? So, like, if you're trying to tell me that this is just a lone wolf that just happened to be there, and after the shooting, immediately, everyone panics, everyone hits the ground, and he just calls the authorities because he's thinking in his mind, like, he did the calculations. It's like, okay, I don't know who did the shooting, but I want that guy to escape, so I'm going to distract. Most people don't think like that. No, most people don't think like that. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he did it. But this explanation that he just happened to be randomly there and then immediately surrendered, I think he's lying. I think he's lying. Like, there is something else going on. I don't know. I personally don't buy it. Maybe this is the case. Maybe this is what happened. But personally, hard sell. And what's also interesting is that not only he's charged with obstruction, apparently they found explicit images on his phone. And I know it's 2025, so I need to mention this. Like, the fact that I need to mention this is quite problematic, but we're not talking about anime. Okay? Because, like, usually, if you're on Twitter, like, anime is all the rave now. No, like, actual children. I don't know if it's illegal or not, because apparently they were fully clothed. And so, in some states and in some nations on Earth, if it's fully clothed and they're not, it's just like a kid wearing a swimsuit or something, then that can be legal. In other places, it's not. In other places, even if it's fully clothed and it's sexualized, it's enough. So, I don't know the law in the state that he was in Utah, but it's pretty sick. It's pretty disgusting, right? And so, like, this yet again complicates things. Because it complicates them from a logical perspective, right? Like, if you're a person that's the fall guy, and you actually know that tomorrow you're going to be arrested by the cops, right? Like, would you take the kiddie porn with you or not? None of this makes sense, right? Like, from a logical point of view, from a consistent point of view. I find it very bizarre. Like, all of this is extremely weird. Apparently, the shooter hasn't confessed. Like, that's also something interesting, because, like, on the Twitter, up until now, the rumor was that the shooter has confessed, and he's in custody, and that's how they know who he is. Well, turns out that he hasn't, and I looked into the mainstream media, so unless something changes after I make this video, right, like, he may confess tomorrow or something, but, like, as I'm making the video right now, he hasn't confessed. So you have a shooter that hasn't confessed and is in police custody. And then you have this gentleman that admits that the reason he surrendered himself is to allow the shooter to escape. And that, like, this is a little bit fascinating, isn't it? Anyway, right, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.